All right, Kevin Jackson on the eve of the Junior World Championships. Let's start with this team. What do you like about this bunch that you guys have assembled here?
Well, I know the majority of them have really spent a lot of time this summer in preparation for this World Championships. They've attended our senior level training camps, they attended our junior training camp, and we came right from Colorado Springs right here to Estonia. So they put the time and they put the work in. They're hungry, so I'm looking forward to seeing them compete.
Kev, you got 3 guys on this team that have, medaled at a World Championship, but most of the team hasn't been to an event of this caliber yet, but they're all talented. How's having a few guys that have won medals going to help the ones that haven't been here before?
Well, we really expect those guys to lead, right? We with Aaron Brooks and Vitaly, they've medaled at the Cadet World Championships. Aaron's medaled last year, runner-up at the Junior Worlds. They're wrestling the first day, so we want those guys to take the lead, set the tone for the team, go out there and compete like Americans, and hopefully the other guys that haven't been overseas before will follow their lead. David Carr, another medalist for us. He's looked great in training camp. He's had some great results, even at the senior level, and so we're expecting David on that second group to lead as well.
Everything goes smooth on the trip and acclimation and those things?
It did. We didn't have much time to acclimate. When you're not going to take the number of days per hour to acclimate to a country, you need to come in right away and get after it. So we came in on the 10th. We're wrestling on the 12th, so that's a pretty quick turnaround. But based on the times we're competing, our guys are up and awake during those times in the States, and actually our morning workout is exact time the finals are going to be. So we're expecting them to not have any effects from the travel, no delays, nothing like that. So we're pretty excited about the opportunity to wrestle tomorrow.
KJ, what's a good performance for the U.S. at this event? Obviously, it's a tough event.
Yeah, you always want medals. We're a country that hangs our hats on medals and gold medals and performing at a high level and getting, in this event, 4, 5, 6, 7 medals. We've won this tournament a couple years ago, but we've only won it one time. But I'm not sure what that looks like for this group of guys. You have 3 veterans that have been there and done it, but you have 7 guys that haven't competed overseas, and probably 6 of the 7 have never traveled overseas to a wrestling tournament. So it's going to be interesting. There's some things that we have to do. In order to compete to our abilities and wrestle to our potential.
Such as?
We have to control the hand fight. You have to control the hand fight, either clear it, attack it, or counter it. We cannot get caught in underhooks and seat belts and dominate it from a hand fighting situation. Parterre defense is a must. We can get taken down, but if we get taken down and turned on multiple occasions or multiple turns, then we're going to be in trouble. So those have been a key areas of concentration for us. Based on what I witnessed at the Cadet World Championships, those were areas that we brung back from the cadets and really spent a lot of time in just addressing, controlling that tie-up, clearing it, or attacking it. Also parterre defense, and then taking advantage of your scoring opportunities. When you do have a guy in the front headlock, when he does attack you, when you do have a leg in the air, not getting beat in the zone. But if I had to point at a couple areas that we have to be good at, we have to control tie-up. We have to be good in parterre defense.
A couple guys on this team you know really well, EAP guys, Gabe Tagg, Aaron Brooks. Where did they make the biggest gains?
Well, just on the freestyle end, their parterre defense is good. They've seen a lot of the world. They went to Russia this year. They went to we went to Austria this year. So they've competed in senior level events, Dave Schultz tournament, our U.S. Open. So they've seen a lot of freestyle. They've been trained every day in freestyle. Their parterre offense is really good, and so their tactical approach to this freestyle game is intact. And we expect to see that here. And so I think Gabe has probably made the biggest gains, and he's performed at a really high level. He's going to have to stay within that in his box, not get outside that box as far as over ties and giving up underhooks and just wrestling smart like he has all year long. So if he can do that, I think he's gonna perform real well. Aaron Brooks is a veteran. He's world champion. He's been to the finals of the Junior Worlds. It's just a matter of him setting the pace, wrestling to his full potential, staying after these guys from when the whistle blows till the match is over, and then working hard in parterre on top. If he does those things, I think he's going to have a great chance to do well here.
When you look at the other guys, the guys that you don't maybe know as well or didn't know as well coming in, are there any revelations? Who may have caught your eye here that showed you a little something you didn't know already?
Well, I I like everything about these guys as far as their intensity, as far as their commitment to the sport, and they've all improved in every single area that we focused on. Basic skills from counter offense to just sprawling. They've gotten better, and they recognize the areas that they're going to have to be good in to perform well. So their energy and intensity has been high the whole time. Their focus has been strong throughout training camp, and now that we're over here, it just seems like they're really narrowing their focus. I like Mason Parrish, heavyweight guy that can attack, that can get to his offense, and has a motor running that's going to wear down some of these bigger heavyweights. I like everything about the team. Trent Hilde is a monster. I think if he can stay where he's strong at, and those underhooks and pushing and being really physical. Yaya Thomas is a competitor. Lucas Davison is, he's got great skills for a big man, and so I'm really interested. I know I'm missing some guys. Braden Lee brings the heat every single match, and his technical skills have really tightened up. I've witnessed over the last 2 camps, he really looks sharp. He was a little sick earlier in camp, but he's over that now, and really looks fresh. Really looks good. So I'm expecting these guys to perform at a high level. What that looks like as far as a medal count, I think that comes down to them. It comes down to if they can solidify those positions when those situations hit, and react accordingly. So just being aware and reacting accordingly is going to be the biggest thing for our guys to perform well.
Kevin, you got some athletes here that are affiliated with big colleges, and you've got some of the coaches from those schools that are coming out as personal coaches supporting the program. A guy like Cale Sanderson, right, is here to help support Aaron. And what's it like for you to work with some of these guys that have spent a lot of time with your athletes and have made the trip?
Well, I've probably spent a lot of time with a lot of the guys when they were athletes as well, and so I know each and every coach pretty well personally. It's just a benefit. They're assets to what we're trying to accomplish here. It takes a lot of the workload off myself when you have your personal coaches that can take care of all the individual needs, and they know their athletes as well as anyone, and so I really lean on them to make sure that we get these athletes' needs met. It's just the same model that we use at the senior level, bringing our individual coaches along and assisting the national coach with those athletes in their pursuit for the best performance. So it's great having those guys here, and we definitely lean on them to help us get those guys to perform at the highest level they can.
Well, hey, Kev.
All right.
Looking forward to the action, man. It should be a good day tomorrow.
Thanks, Gary.